I am. Good. I'm just going to adjust my camera a second. YouTube is not very good at setting things up. Well, at least at this level, any case. If it was Zoom, it'd be a lot easier. Yeah, that's looking good. Right. We'll just wait a minute for anybody else to come on. So I'm just going to relax for a minute. It's good to bring your intention inside before we start. Not worry about all those external circumstances, but focus on your inner self. Okay, it's 6:30 UK time. Right. Good evening, everybody. And today we're going to be doing the Iron Bridge exercise. And the Iron Bridge exercise is really useful. It's kind of a good workout. It stretches your whole body. So it's good for the muscles and the connective tissue, the myofascia. It helps to move energy around your body, especially with the extraordinary meridian system channels. And very good for your back, good for your posture. And it's very good for your kidney energy, helps to open up the lungs and the heart. It does lots and lots of things. It's good for your neck and also your cerebral spinal fluid as well. And it's also good for your blood circulation and your lymphatics, all in one little package. It's fantastic. So I do like this exercise. One of my favorite simple Qigong sets. But before we start, it's good to have your feet hip width apart, feet parallel, and allowing your feet to root firmly to the ground below. Feeling that your tailbone is pointy downwards, helping to extend your spine. And that your back is straight, but your chest and shoulders are relaxed. And thumb just lightly touching the sides of your legs, outside of your legs, the lateral side of your legs. Chin ever so slightly, and I mean ever so slightly, dropping down, even if it's just 0.5 millimeter, with a sense that you're getting elongation in the muscles in the back of the neck. And you can connect to heaven's energy above with a golden thread coming from the top of your head up towards the heavens above. And if you want to be really specific, the pole star Polaris, the northern star, which I just suddenly realized would only be applicable in the northern hemisphere, but in the southern hemisphere I think there is an equivalent, isn't it? You have to look that one up, I've forgotten. But since I live in the northern hemisphere, I'm going to use that example. And so having a sense that you're connecting with the energies of the earth below, and that's coming up through your body, and that you've got the energies, I'm only doing this as an example, having the energies of the heavens above coming down through your body, but your hands are actually still by your sides. And you can have your eyes closed or semi-closed. And having that sense that you're rooted to the earth, and that earth energy is going up through your legs into your torso, and that the heavens energy is coming down through the crown of your head down into your torso, your body. Having a sense of interchange of heavenly and earthly energies and intermingling. By the way, this is just a generalization. But just having that sense of making those connections is really, that's all we need to do for this moment. Okay, and rubbing your hands vigorously together, because we want to be doing a little bit of kidney work today. So if you like to rub your kidneys and your lower back. And then bring your shoulders slightly back. And just slowly rotate. You don't have to do big circles, just little circles. Warming up our kidneys, relaxing our waist. Helping the mobility of the base of the spine. And the other way around. Just relax your hands and just shake your hands out and your arms, give them a good wobble, wiggle, wobbly wiggle. And your legs, and give your legs a little bit of a shake. And then the other one. Good. I'm just going to readjust the camera a sec. That's it. That should do the jobby. Fantastic. You can see my head and feet now. Okay, so the iron bridge exercise. One thing I must mention before we start, and that is, can be quite a stretch. If you've got lower back problems, please be careful. We're actually going to do a stretch like this. And if you don't feel that you're capable of that, just go to here. It'll still be effective. It won't be quite so stretchy, but it should help. So if you feel that you've got an issue with your lower back, you can just do it a little bit like that at the beginning. And you can always bring your head down as well, because there's a bit where we're going to bring the head. I'll just do it from this profile. Bring the head up and down like this. So you might find that is more suitable for you. Okay. Pain is no gain in Qigong. If it's hurting, there's a reason. You need to back off. So please have some loving kindness for yourself. Okay. So the first bit is that we bring our hands up, and then we're bringing our hands down and just dangling naturally. You can watch if you like with this first bit, so you can see what we're doing, and then we can do the whole routine together in a moment. So I'm dangling naturally, my head is dangling naturally, and then I'm lifting the head up,
bring the head down. And then engaging the thigh muscles to help to support the lower back and coming up, drawing earthly energy up through your legs, up to around about your navel, and bring your hands around the navel. Around here is a big meridian channel called the daimai, the girdle vessel. So we're bringing our hands around, holding the kidneys, lower back, and doing a slight bend backwards. Now with this bit, I like to breathe in 2 or 3 times to help to energize the kidneys. Also, when we're in this position, we're opening up the front of the body and we're bringing the shoulders back. So it's exposing your chest. It's opening the heart and the channel that goes up and up through the middle of the body. And then we're coming up straight. Bring the hands up to the heavens above. And then bringing them down. This is a very basic version. And then we just repeat. So we just repeat. If you'd like to follow me now, breathing in as you're coming up, breathing out as you're coming downwards. Or as I mentioned earlier, you can just place your hands on your thighs and do a semi-squat. But if you feel like stretching downwards and stretching the back of your hamstrings, all well and good. Head dangling naturally. And breathe in, lifting up your heads. And breathing out, bring your head back down again. And breathe in, lifting your head up. And breathing out, bring your head down. Engage your thigh muscles and drawing energy up from the earth below, up to the navel, around to your kidneys, backward bend, doing 2 to 3 deep breaths. And on the next in-breath, straighten up, bring your hands up above your heads, and then bring your hands down. And when your arms start to become horizontal, palms are facing downwards. So now your palms are facing downwards, and bringing your hands down. Okay, and breathing in. Bring your hands up. Breathing out. Gradually coming down. You'll sometimes find when you're coming down that you might feel tightness in your hamstrings or even your calf muscles. You can bend your knees, but each time you do it, you might want to straighten your legs out a little bit more each time. So you don't have to touch the floor, by the way. That's not the process, is the stretch, not the ego of touching the floor. And lifting your head up, breathing in. Bring your head down, breathing out. Breathing in, lifting up your head again. Breathing out, bring your head down. Okay, engage your thigh muscles and breathing in. Drawing energy up through the inside of your legs, the earth energy up to your belly, to the navel area. Sometimes we call the girdle vessel your energetic donut. So you imagine a donut as you're bringing the energy around to your kidneys
A slight backward bend, shoulders back. You should feel that your lower back isn't pinching. If it's feeling that you're pinching your lower back and there's pain, please straighten up slightly. So like I said a moment ago, 2, 3 deep abdominal breaths. And when you're ready to do your next in-breath, bring your hands up and then coming down. Just dangle down naturally. You don't have to touch the floor. Just make sure that you're supported well. You've got a slight stretch in your back of your legs without it being painful. And breathing in, lifting your head up. Breathing out. Bring your head back down. And repeat. Breathing in, lifting up your head. And breathing out. Bring your head back down again. And I'm now actually feeling I can touch the floor that little bit more, which means I'm really stretching my body out. So that's the important thing, is that gradual increment of stretch. And engaging your thigh muscles, breathing in, drawing all that earth energy up into your belly, around the energetic donut. And slight backward bend as far as you feel comfortable. 2 or 3 deep abdominal breaths. And straightening up and breathing in. Hands go up to the heavens above. I know you probably can't see my hands at the moment. Perhaps if I go back a little bit. So it's like holding an imaginary ball. And then bring your hands down, palms facing downwards when you become horizontal. And repeat. Breathing in as you're coming up. Breathing out as you're coming down. Breathe in as you're lifting up your head. Breathing out as you bring your head back down again. Breathing in to bring your head up. And breathing out to bring your head back down again. Engage thigh muscles. Breathing in, drawing energy up to your navel, belly, around the energetic donut. A slight backward bend. 2 or 3 deep breaths. Being aware where your tension may be in this stretch. Can you help to ease any tension with your breath? And breathing in as you're coming up. Breathing out as you're coming down. I'm just going to step back a bit so you can see more of me. Unfortunately, the camera and me can only be this far. If I was able to have a bit more room, you'd be able to see me a bit more stretchy, but that's just the way it goes when you're doing things in a kind of punk style fashion. So, okay, breathe in, bring your arms up to greet the heavens above. Breathing out Stretching down to the earth below, making contact with the earth and lifting the head up, lifting it down, breathing out. Breathing in, lifting the head up, breathing out, bring your head down. Engage your thigh muscles. Breathing in, drawing up all that earth energy up inside the belly, wrapping around the energetic donut, holding your kidneys, lower back, stretch backwards or bending backwards. That gives you a good stretch in the front of your body. Two, three deep breaths. See if you can feel your belly and chest expanding a bit more on your in-breath. Releasing the tension of the day and coming up straight, breathing in, bring your hands up, breathing out, bring your hands back down again. Okay, so shall we do this without me giving you so many prompts? I just won't say so much now, so we can just get more into the moment of doing it, feeling the benefits, bending forwards. With your breath, bring your head up and down 2 times. Engage your thigh muscles and drawing upwards. And around the donut. Backward bend. 2 or 3 deep breaths. And when you're ready to do so, breathing in, hands up. Breathing out, hands coming down. And just when you bring your hands down, just relax for a moment. Now, before we do it one more time, what I want to mention is that now, because hopefully this is loosening up a little bit, when you're down like this and you're coming up, so notice I've got my knees slightly bent and I'm engaging my thigh muscles. I want you to think of your lower back, middle back, upper back, and then neck. So we're working with the vertebrae of our back. So keeping that in mind, breathe in, bring your hands up, breathe out, coming downwards. Bring your head up and down twice. Now I'm bending my knees and engaging
my thigh muscles. As I'm drawing the energy up through the inside of the leg, I'm working with more with the vertebrae of my back, lower back, middle back, upper back. And now, whoops, and then bring your hands to the navel, and then bring your hands to your kidneys, slight backward bends. Hopefully you can bend that a little bit more further back as the muscles and the tissues are opening up. 2 or 3 deep breaths. And on your next in-breath, bring your hands up above your heads and bring your hands down. One more round. Breathe in. Breathing out, going forward. Bring your head up and down twice. Bending the knees, drawing energy up, being aware of your spine, lower, middle, upper, and neck. Bring your hands to the navel. Wrap around. Bend backwards, 2 to 3 deep breaths. And then coming up straight. And bring your hands down. And just relax. Have a sense of how the energy is moving around the body. Okay. Right, I hope that's been useful. Like I said, it's a great exercise for stretching the whole body and moving energy as well internally. And I think it would be a very good exercise, especially for a lot of us these days that are working at home, working on Zoom and things like that, doing office work. So you find that doing this exercise on a regular basis is going to be really good to oxygenate your brain, get your circulation going, and prevent compression in your spine. Will help to stretch out any tension that's out of your body, might release hopefully some irritations and frustrations as well by doing so. So, before we finish, if you like to balance our energy, I know I'm on my knees, but you can be doing this standing up or sitting down. Rubbing your hands vigorously together and placing your hands over your eyes, and just allow that heat energy to be absorbed into your eyes, to relax the eyes, to relax the facial muscles, to penetrate your sinuses, forehead with a sense of smoothness. And then bring your hands up around your head, down past the occipital here, and down along your jawline. And we just do that 2 more times. So obviously that'll be 3 overall. Sweeps around the head. Bring your hands down to your heart. Bring your hands down to your hara. Separate the hands and bring the energy we've been cultivating down through the midline of the body. Feeling it all condensing down just below the navel. Ahara or Dantian. So right hand for ladies, left hand for gentlemen, opposite one on top. And do 3 deep breaths to store the energy we've been cultivating this evening. Okay, so next Wednesday we'll be doing exercises for springtime, because we're now going into the season of spring gradually, slowly in the Northern Hemisphere. And this is connected to kind of a whole series of correspondences. Some of you might have heard of the 5 elements or the 5 transformations. So we're going more into a period of tree or woods. And so we'll be doing exercises to help us stretch and spring into springtime. So I explain that as we're going along, the different qualities next week, 6:30 p.m. UK time on the 24th. And tomorrow I'll also be doing another session at 10:30 in the morning, and UK time obviously, and that will be to do with meditation and breathing. So hopefully that's been useful, and bye for now.